Beneath the layers of ancient soil and forgotten ruins lie relics that have captivated and mystified historians for centuries. From the colossal stone statues of Easter Island to the intricate lines carved into the Peruvian desert, these rare archaeological finds offer profound insight into past civilizations. Each artifact, meticulously unearthed, reveals stories of human ingenuity, cultural rituals, and the relentless quest for knowledge. These treasures not only bridge gaps in our understanding of history, but also inspire awe with their enigmatic beauty and historical significance. Pompeii was an ancient city located in what is now the municipality of Pompeii, near Naples in Italy's Campanian region. Along with neighboring towns like Herculaneum and Stabia, Pompeii was buried beneath 4 to 6 meters of volcanic ash and pumice following the catastrophic eruption of Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD. The Baghdad Battery refers to a set of three artifacts: a ceramic pot, a copper tube, and an iron rod, discovered together in 1936 near Kujut, Iraq, close to the ancient city of Ctesiphon, the capital of the Parthian and Sasanian empires. Dating back to one of these periods, the exact origin and purpose of the artifact remain a mystery. William Koenig, the director of the National Museum of Iraq at the time, proposed that it may have functioned as a galvanic cell, possibly used for electroplating or electrotherapy. Another theory suggests that it may have just been served as a container for sacred scrolls. The Voynich manuscript is an illustrated codex, written in an unknown script that has yet to be deciphered. Carbon dating of the volume places its creation between 1404 and 1438. Its origins, authorship, and purpose remains a subject of debate, with theories suggesting it could represent a natural or constructed language, a coded message, or some form of cryptography. Other possibilities include a hoax, a reference work, or a piece of speculative fiction such as a science fantasy or mythopia, awaiting the context and translation needed to clarify its meaning. The manuscript is named after Wilfred Voynich, the Polish dealer who acquired it in 1912. The Piri map, compiled in 1513 by the Ottoman admiral and cartographer Piri, is a world map with only a surviving fragment, now housed in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul. Rediscovered in 1929, the map drew international attention for its inclusion of a partial copy of a now-lost map by Christopher Columbus. The map's depiction of South America is detailed for its time. Scholars suggest that the peculiar arrangement of the Caribbean may have been influenced by an early map that portrayed Cuba as part of the Asian mainland and Hispaniola according to Marco Polo's depiction of Japan. The southern section of the map is generally interpreted as an early version of the Terra Australis. The tomb of Tutankhamun, located in the Valley of the Kings, is the final resting place of the pharaoh who ruled from approximately 1332 to 1323 BC during Egypt's 18th dynasty. The tomb features 4 chambers, along with an entrance staircase and a corridor. Unlike other royal tombs of its era, it is relatively modest in size and decoration, likely originally intended for a non-royal individual and later adapted for Tutankhamun following his early death. Despite its limited space, the tomb housed an extensive array of funerary items and personal belongings, including coffins, furniture, clothing, jewelry, and which of all were tightly packed. Discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter and his team, Tutankhamun's tomb captured widespread attention due to the well-preserved nature of its contents, making it one of the most renowned discoveries in Egyptology. The Rosetta Stone is a granodiorite stele that bears a decree from 196 BC, issued during Egypt's Ptolemaic dynasty under the reign of King Ptolemy V of Epiphanes. The inscription is presented in 3 distinct scripts: ancient Egyptian hieroglyphs at the top, Demotic script in the middle, and an ancient Greek at the bottom. While the decree itself contains only minor variations between the three versions, the stone played a crucial role in unlocking the mysteries of the Egyptian hieroglyphs. Discovered in July 1799 by French officer Pierre-François Boucard during Napoleon's Egyptian campaign, it became the first bilingual text from ancient Egypt recovered in modern history, sparking widespread excitement due to its potential for deciphering the once indecipherable hieroglyphic script. The Antikythera mechanism is an ancient Greek hand-powered ori, considered the most oldest known example of an analog computer. It was designed to predict astronomical positions and eclipses years in advance and could also track the 4-year cycle of an athletic games akin to the ancient Olympic Games. This rare artifact was discovered among the wreckage of a shipwreck off the coast of Greek island of Antikythera in 1901. The Olduvai Gorge in Tanzania is one of the most important paleoanthropological localities in the world. The many sites exposed by the gorge have proven invaluable in furthering understanding of early human evolution. The locality is significant in showing the increasing developmental and social complexities in the earliest hominina, largely revealed in the production and use of stone tools. Prior to tools, evidence of scavenging and hunting could be noted, highlighted by the presence of nail marks that predate cat marks, and of the ratio of meat versus plant materials in the early hominin diet. The collection of tools and animal remains in a centralized area is evidence of developing social interaction and of The collection of tools and animal remains in a centralized area is evidence of developing social interaction and communal activity. Haga Kim is a megalithic temple complex located on the Mediterranean island of Malta, dating back to the 3600 BC. The megalithic temples of Malta are among the oldest religious sites in the world, and the World Heritage Site Committee has described them as unique architectural masterpieces. The Terracotta Army is a collection of terracotta sculptures depicting the armies of King Shi Huang, the first emperor of China. It is a form of funerary art buried with the emperor in 210 to 209 BCE with the purpose of protecting him in his afterlife. The figures, dating from approximately the late 200 BCE, were discovered in 1974 by local farmers in China. Excavations at Virginia in northern Greece in the late 1970s unearthed a cluster of tombs thought to be the burial site of Philip II, the father of Alexander the Great, with a wife interred in a vaulted chamber beside him. Weapons, armor, gold, silver artifacts lay beside precious ossuaries containing cremated bones in this unique tomb close to the necropolis. The Staffordshire Hoard is the largest collection of Anglo-Saxon gold and silver metalwork ever discovered. It includes nearly 4,600 items and metal fragments, totaling 5 kg of gold, 1.4 kg of silver, and approximately 3,500 pieces of garnet cloisonné jewelry. Historian Kat Jarman has described it as possibly the finest collection of early medieval artifacts ever discovered. Believed to have been buried between 650 and 675 CE, the hoard contains artifacts likely produced during the 6th and 7th centuries. A Roman dodecahedron, or Gallo-Roman dodecahedron, is a small hollow object made of cast copper alloy, shaped into a regular dodecahedron with 12 flat pentagonal faces. Each face features a circular hole of varying diameter that leads to the hollow interior, and each corner is adorned with a protruding knob. These artifacts date from the 2nd to 4th centuries AD, though their exact purpose remains unknown. They show little to no signs of wear and lack inscribed numbers or letters. Some were found in coin hoards, suggesting they were either considered valuable or possibly used to measure the diameter of coins. Other theories propose they were religious artifacts or used for fortune telling. The stone spheres of Costa Rica are a collection of more than 300 petrospheres found in the Tikis Delta and on Isla del Cano. Locally referred to as bolas de pedra, they are often attributed to the extinct Tikis culture and are sometimes called the Diki spheres. These sculptures are among the most notable stoneworks from the Istmo-Colombian region. It is believed they were lying along the approach to the homes of chiefs, though their precise purpose and significance remain unclear. Easter Island, a special territory of Chile, is located in the southeastern Pacific Ocean at the farthest southeastern point of the Polynesian Triangle in Oceania. The island is renowned for its nearly 1,000 monumental statues known as moai, created by the early Rapa Nui people. While almost half remain at Raraku, the main quarry, many were moved and placed on stone platforms called the ahu along the island's coast. Most moai are characterized by disproportionately large heads, which make up about 3/8 of the total statues, and notably, none of them have legs. The Nazca lines are a collection of geoglyphs etched into the desert floor of the southern Peru's Nazca Desert. Created between 500 BC and 500 AD, these designs were made by removing surface pebbles to reveal the contrasting lighter colored earth beneath. While many lines run straight across the terrain, others form intricate depictions of animals and plants. Spanning a total length of over 800 miles, the geoglyphs cover an area of roughly 50 square kilometers, with the lines themselves typically measuring up to 10 to 15 centimeters in depth. Göbekli Tepe is a Neolithic archaeological site in Turkey's southeastern Anatolia region. Was inhabited between approximately 9,500 BCE and 8,000 BCE during the pre-pottery Neolithic period. The site is renowned for its large circular structures featuring massive stone pillars, which were among the oldest known megaliths in the world. These pillars are adorned with intricate carvings, including anthropomorphic figures, depictions of clothing, and reliefs of wild animals. These artistic details offer archaeologists valuable insights into prehistoric religion and the symbolic iconography of that era. The ancient Galilee boat, also referred to as the Jesus boat, is a fishing vessel from the 1st century AD, discovered in 1986 on the northwest shore of the Sea of Galilee in Israel. The boat, measuring 27 feet in length, 7.5 feet in width, and with a preserved height of 4.3 feet, was revealed during a drought when the lake's water levels receded. Despite its historical dating, there is no direct evidence linking the boat to Jesus or his disciples. Sacsayhuaman is a fortress located on the northern outskirts of Cusco, Peru, the historic capital of the Inca Empire. Situated at an elevation of 3,701 meters, this impressive complex was constructed in the 15th century, primarily under the reign of the Sapa Inca Pachacuti and his successors. The site is renowned for its massive dry stone walls, composed of large boulders, intricately cut and fitted together without the use of mortar, showcasing the exceptional engineering skills of the Inca civilization. The Grauballeman is a bog body discovered in 1952 in a peat bog near the village of Grauballe in Jutland, Denmark. This well-preserved corpse dates back to the 3rd century BC, during the early Germanic Iron Age. Evidence suggests that he met his death from a slit throat. After his death, his body was placed in the bog, where natural preservation conditions allowed it to remain intact for over 2 millennia.